And feel free if you guys want to start on your backs today. Maybe you want to start in a child's pose. Sometimes that's kind of nice, especially when it's kind of cooler outside. You can kind of nestle into a child's pose or puppy pose. And of course, you can always start seated if you want to find a seated position. But however is going to ring true for you today in connecting with your breath, gathering together all these beautiful connections that we get to make. And as we breathe in, just keep following the breath to the nooks and crannies of our body, feeling into our physical body today. Just acknowledging that we have a physical body. Maybe noticing something that we hear. And directing our energy back to the heartbeat in the chest. Noticing something maybe that we smell. And bringing our awareness back to the breath. Something that we feel, maybe we feel air on the skin or our foot on the floor. Come back to the breath. Might notice a taste in the mouth. Come back to the breath. And something that we see, maybe it's the color behind the eyelids. If we open the eyes, the ceiling, or you open that and bringing our awareness back to the breath. And now let's follow the breath into our heart space. And see the breath leave the body. Then fill our heart space with breath. And let the breath go. And just breathing in and out. And maybe thinking about the Sanskrit word that we say so often, Namaste. Namaste meaning the light in me sees, honors, and supports the light in you. Maybe we visualize a light inside of us. Maybe we sense a light inside of us, or feel a light, but connect with a light. Maybe that light is a voice that guides us, but connect with that. And now maybe connecting and seeing a light in everyone around us that's here today. Maybe that light is their laugh, their smile. Let's feel ourselves connected to one another. Let's feel the breath in the body one more time. If you're on your back, maybe bring a hand to the heart, to the belly. If you're on your back, bring your hands in prayer behind the neck. If that's comfortable, or maybe hands in prayer in front of the body. Let's begin our practice by saying Namaste today. Just on your own, maybe on an out breath, whenever feels right for you. Just saying Namaste. And on your next out breath, if you're in your child's pose, pulling onto your back. If you're on your back, just stay on your back. Maybe opening the eyes if the eyes were closed. Seeing the light of day again. Now let's hug our knees into the chest. Rock side to side. And on an exhale, let's find a happy baby. Maybe that happy baby looks like our hands on our calves. And we kind of hold those, draw those knees towards the armpits. And maybe the hands are on the outside of the feet. And maybe a gentle sway just organically begins to move in us. And let's exhale to send the right leg long, the left knee is in. So kind of a half happy baby, and then maybe we notice ourselves kind of falling over to the left towards that bent knee. And we can rock back to the right. Now exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, happy baby on the other side. So left leg is long. You can bring that left hand to the ground, into the belly, our half happy baby. And then rock side to side. And now let's extend the right leg long. So the feet are side by side, feet face the sky. Now press the heels down into kind of the legs. That might sound weird, but feel the low back going into the earth. And imagine those heels drawing down kind of through the leg into the back body. And now point the toes towards the sky and inhale. And then exhale, flex the feet. One more time, extend through the toes on the inhale. Exhale, flex the feet. Now bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the ground, set up for a bridge pose. So maybe we lift the hips, rock the heels towards the glutes. And let's inhale to bring our arms up above the head. Maybe we even grab the right wrist with the left hand and reach the right wrist long, pulling on the arm with the left hand. Now the right hand clasps that left wrist, pull on that left arm, extending the left arm long, and then let the hands and the arms rest on the ground, kind of extending beyond the head. Now press the heels into the earth, the feet press down. Exhale, the glutes drive up to the sky. Hips reach for the sky, and inhale, lower down. Exhale, press into the earth with the feet, the hips lift. Inhale, lower down. Nice job. Exhale one more time, lift the hips to the sky. Let's pause with the hips lifted. And then maybe bring the hands down to the side of the body so the palms are face down. And then really drive those hips to the sky. And then lower down. Draw the knees into the chest. Exhaling and rock side to side. Nice job. And now lower the feet to the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let's let the knees fall open. And let's rest here for maybe 5 breaths in our reclined butterfly. Our Supta Baddha Konasana. Relax the eyes into the back of the head. Relax the face. Maybe the breath leads us towards that inner guiding light. One more breath in, guys. Now exhale. Let's bring the right foot to the ground and roll all the way over onto the left side so the knees meet. The left arm sweeps up, kind of like a pillow under our left ear. Let's pause on our left side, just a breath. And now exhale, press up. Coming into tabletop. So knees underneath the hips. And now rather than our fingers pointing forward, if it feels good, let's point the fingers towards the long edge of the mat. So the right fingers point out and the left hand points towards the left. And now bring the knees just a little bit wider than the hips. And let's just sway over to the right and then sway over to the left. So we're kind of stretching that forearm just a little bit. And just rock side to side. The knees are there to support us. And if that's not so good on the wrist, bring your hands to a fist and you can rock side to side. But just feel those forearms on the inside of the elbows stretching as we sway side to side. And now pause in the middle. You can bring the knees back under the hips. Now point the fingers forward and let's rock forward and back. Just a couple times. Maybe you notice the back of the wrist opening a little bit. And now bring the shoulders over the wrists. And if it feels okay, point those fingers towards the knees. And if that's way too much, just kind of angle the hands so the wrists are kind of pointing forward towards the top of the mat. And then let's maybe rock forward and back, just a little to feel a stretch. There's not any pain, just some expansion. And now let's bring our hands, the fingers point towards the front of the mat again, just kind of like a normal hands forward. Now let's walk the knees back. Melt the heart down. Anahata puppy pose. Yeah. And let the breath go, leaving the body. And then inhale, draw the breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. Feel the hands ground. Let's just relax. Not even bringing any awareness to the breath, just kind of being in the shape. Now let's glance up at the fingers, rolling forward, bringing the hands under the shoulders. Let's walk the right foot forward, and then the left. Maybe we are in our forward fold, and we bend and unbend the legs, kind of walking the legs out. Yeah, that's right. Maybe we bring the hands to the thighs and we just kind of move the knees back and forth, lifting the heels up, coming onto the balls of the feet. And then we can bend the knees again. Let's rise all the way up to stand. Maybe we reach to the fingertips. And we can bring our hands, our index and thumb out. The other fingers fold over. Our feet are maybe hip distance apart or a little wider. And then let's exhale over to the right, reaching out through the fingertips, sending those hips way out if we want, or maybe keeping them a little over the ankles. It's a side bend. And then over the other side on an exhale. And glance towards the sky or down to the ground. And now exhale, bring the body back to the middle. Fingers still reach for the sky. Ground the feet, maybe bend the knees just a touch. And then exhale, folding forward. Let's hinge at the waist, go halfway. These fingers are reaching past the front of the head, the crown of the head. Now reach the fingertips forward. And now let the hands go when they part. Maybe the hands are shoulder width apart. And now bend the knees, fold all the way forward. Hands come to the ground, or they can come to a block. Let's inhale. Exhale, bring the gaze between the legs so you're maybe looking towards the back of the mat. And now let's exhale, bring the left hand under the heart space or onto the block. You reach the right hand to sky. Yeah, nice. Nice job, guys. Let's breathe in and out. And then exhale, bring the right hand to the block, left arm reaching up to sky. Right hand presses down, the feet are grounded. Breathe in. On the exhale, bring the left hand down. Bend the knees. Let's sweep the arms up, finding a wide-footed chair pose. So the feet are nice and wide. Now sink the hips so they tilt the pelvis. The sits bones sink down and the fingers reach up to the sky. Nice job. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Now let's inhale, rise up, straighten the legs. So we're in a little bit of a mountain pose. Exhale, bending the knees, keeping the knees apart, sinking the hips down, chair pose. Yeah. And then inhale, extending up to the sky, knees and hips tuck. Exhale, down into chair again. Now let's pause in our chair pose. So it's different than usual. Our feet are a little bit wider, hands in the heart space. Nice job, breathe in. Exhale. Now inhale, rise up, straighten the legs. Now exhale, step the right foot wider, point the toes out, and then we'll exhale, bend the knees, sink the hands into the chest, goddess pose. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees. Exhale, sinking the hands down. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, back down into goddess. And let's pause at the bottom, hanging out here, maybe closing the eyes. Grounding through the feet, rooting down. On an inhale, let's follow the breath in, finding that inner light as its destination. And on our exhale, that inner light spreads through our entire being and out to the world. Inhale, rise. And exhale, let the arms come out. Extend the mountain pose, look like a star now. Let's point the toes towards the long edge of the mat. On an exhale, the right hand comes down that right leg, the left arm reaches to sky. Let the breath go. Now inhale. On an exhale, bring the left hand towards that left side of the leg and the right arm reaches up to sky again. Inhale. Exhale, bring the arms out like a T, shoulders over the hips. And now bring the hands down to the hips, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And do that a couple times. And then roll the shoulders back, up and forward. And then find some stillness in the shoulders, stack them over the hips, bend the knees. Let's fold it forward, exhale. Sits bones reach back. The heart is parallel with the floor, and then maybe the crown of the head is parallel with the floor. We gaze through those knees behind us. We can bring the hands to the ankles, to the shins, to the thighs, to the floor. Just finding some steadiness here, and then see where we can let go. And bring a little levity. Maybe we notice if we're clenching the face or if we're curling the toes, gripping the mat. Let go of the toes, relax into the shape. Inhale. And then exhale, walk the hands over towards that right foot. They don't have to come to the right foot, they can just come towards the right foot. Maybe noticing the back of the right leg open, or maybe somewhere else in the body is going to respond to this movement. And then we'll exhale, walk the hands through the middle over towards that left foot. Breathing in and out. Now one more breath in. On the out breath, keep the hands where they are. Pivot on the feet. So the left foot faces forward, and we come onto the ball of the right foot. Now ground into the left foot, grounding the ball of that right foot, and then we'll rise up into a crescent lunge. Trying to keep that balance. It's okay if we sway. And then we'll arrive here, pressing into the ball of that right foot, grounding into the left foot. Let's lift the toes of that left foot off the earth, and then lower the toes down. Relaxing shoulders. And now let's ground into the ball of the foot. Maybe we lift that left heel off the ground, and then lower the heel down. One more breath in. Exhale, grounding the ball of that left foot. Lift the left heel off the ground, and then lower. And now let's hinge at the waist, reaching our fingers up and then past, reaching the arms forward. So we're folded over that thigh. And now let's reach the hands forward as when we're pulling our hands, and that right foot drags. Maybe the toe comes to the ground. Maybe the foot lifts up. Our left leg straightens, and we find our expression of warrior three. Maybe that's the toe on the ground, or that leg lifted high. Let's be here for a couple breaths. And just like our expression of our Virabhadrasana 3 is going to vary, the way that our light shines also varies. We all have a different little gift inside. Let's lower the right toes back down, come onto the ball of that right foot, lower the heel down, and we'll lift up into our crescent lunge again. And exhale, get the hands up, raise up, the arms come down. Bring some effortlessness into the arms, let them hang. The left leg is still bent, maybe a lot, maybe a little. Lift the left heel off the ground, grounding the ball of that left foot. Then lower the left heel down. With control, let's step the right foot forward and find our mountain pose. Let's connect here, feeling into our feet. Feeling into the heart space. And now scan the body from toe to head. See if there's any movement that might feel just right. Maybe you offer yourselves that movement, and it's all going to be different. Maybe some of us stay still. Some of us might do the kidney slap. Some of us might do a little knee bend or a stretch above the head. Again, just honoring what our body needs right now. And then let's reset, finding our mountain pose. Feet ground, rooting down into the earth, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Nice, guys. Exhale, ground into that right foot. Now we're going to step the left foot back, and we'll find our crescent lunge here. So let's find the ball, that left foot, the left heel lifts just a little bit. Find that right distance between the feet and the right stance as far as on the right side and left side of the mat. Let's reach our arms to the sky again. And then check in and see if maybe you want your arms in goalpost arms. Unless that's too much of a heartbreak for you Giants fans. Maybe you want to bring your hands down. Find your variation of the arms. And then we're going to ground into the ball, that right foot, lifting that right heel. And lower the heel. Now lift the toes off the ground of that right foot. Create space between the toes and then let the toes come back down. Come onto the ball, that right foot, the right heel lifts. And then lower the right heel down. Now let's bring our hands to our sides, the fingertips point down, really grounding our energy down into the earth. Energetically through the fingertips, and then physically through that right foot. Now let's lift onto the toes of that left foot, hinging over the right thigh. Folding over that right leg, then we're going to straighten that right leg. Maybe the left toes on the ground. And then find your expression, your Virabhadrasana 3. The left toe can be down, maybe the left leg is up. By finding your expression and settling in. Let's breathe in together. Exhale. And now bending that right knee. Allow that left foot to float to the ground. Left toe comes to the ground if it was lifted. And now straighten back and lifting the shoulders up. And then come onto the ball, that left foot. The right knee might bend a lot or a little. So we're in our expression of crescent lunge. Let's lift the arms to the sky. Yes. Now exhale, find those goalpost arms. And now ground into the right foot. Step the left foot forward. Let's find our feet close together in our chair this time. And then hands come to the heart. Let's inhale. Exhale, hands are out like goalposts. Bring the elbows way back as if you're pinching a candy cane between your shoulder blades. And then bring the elbows and the palms together. And then exhale, open the elbows back, pinch the candy cane between the shoulder blades. And now bring the elbows together in front, the hands meet. Let's rise up, mountain pose, hands are together, elbows together. Now bring the right arm out, palm to the sky, the left elbow comes in the crook of that arm, find the eagle arms. Maybe the backs of the hands are together, and maybe the palms are together. And then let's exhale, sit in our chair. Breathe in. And now let's exhale, find our half forward fold. So hinging at the waist, we're still in our eagle arms, yes. Grounding to that right foot. Now drag that left toe back, 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 back. So now we're kind of in our Virabhadrasana 3 again with that eagle arms. Maybe you lift that left heel towards the sky, finding a warrior 3 with eagle arms. Now wherever that left leg is, lower the toes to the ground. Maybe they're there already, so keep them there. Now exhale to come onto the ball, the left foot, left heel comes down, the arms lift, the shoulders lift. Here we are, crescent lunge with eagle arms. Now exhale, hinging forward again, draw the belly button to spine. Nice, strong core. Leaning into that right foot, the right foot grounds. Lift the left leg forward, the knees meet. Now ground that left foot. Exhale, sit back. Utkatasana, our chair with eagle arms. Breathe in. Exhale, release the arms, let the wings come out to the side, and then float the hands down And then let's rise up to stand. Exhale. Oh. And pause. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Nice. Exhale, sit back chair. The left arm comes out in front, the right elbow comes on the inside of the left arm. Find your eagle arms on the side. Let's breathe in. Now exhale, grounding that left foot. Slide that right foot back, back, back. The toe just grazes the mat. Kickstand that right toe and then hinge forward. And then from there, you can keep the toe where it is. Or maybe you lift the toe up high, the leg rises, or the toe grounds. Either way, let's bring awareness to where we are. If your leg is lifted, lower it down on an inhale. And now for those of us that didn't have the leg lifted, we'll exhale, come back onto the ball of the right foot. Now everybody come onto the ball of the right foot, lifting the shoulders up, arms up, and here we are, crescent lunge. Eagle arms. Let the breath go. Let's breathe in. And breathe out as we step the right foot forward, finding chair poses. Sit in our chair. Exhale. Tucking the pelvis. Hands are together. Now exhale, release the arms, let them come out to the side. We'll rise all the way up, reach the palms together. And then let the hands fall down, bring that effortlessness back into our being as we stand in mountain pose. And sigh. One more breath in. Exhale, fold it forward, hinging at the waist. Maybe the hands come to the ground. We glance past those knees behind us. And then we'll inhale, step the left foot back, lower the left knee down, step the right foot back, lower that right knee down. And now in our tabletop, our hands may be right underneath the shoulders. We can bring the knees as wide as we want. We're going to curl the toes under. Now press the earth away. So feel your hands press the earth away. And now press the balls of the feet, the toes into the earth, and lift the knees off the ground. Let the knees hover just a breath or two. Now lower down. Relax. Now press the earth away with the hands. Press the toes into the floor. Let the knees hover above the earth. Just a couple breaths. Now exhale, lower down the knees. Tops of the toes come to the earth. Let's sit the sits bones back. Child's pose again. And breathe out. And sink into child's pose. Letting the breath go. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale. Let's exhale. Come into our tabletop just long enough so we can bring the knees to one side and roll down, log rolling to make it onto our backs. And when we get to our backs, bring the knees, the knees and the feet mat distance apart. So the feet are wide, knees are bent. Yeah, and on an exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Just letting both knees fall over. So that left knee might kind of be towards the right foot and the right knee is off the mat. And then we'll exhale, draw the knees through the middle, let them fall over to the left. Exhale, bring the knees over to the right. And exhale over to the left. Now bringing the knees back to the middle, knees to the sky. Exhale to send the legs long. Now with our legs on the ground, hands at the side, let's just point the toes. We notice the kneecaps as we point the toes with our feet and our legs on the ground. Now flex the feet towards the face. Notice the kneecaps. And inhale, point the toes. Now let's bring our feet to neutral so the toes face the sky. Let's lift the right leg up just a little bit. So the heel and the calf are maybe 2 inches off the ground. And let's just move that heel up and down. Just kind of pulsing. Noticing a little activity in that low back or maybe the top of the leg, that hip flexor. And lower the right leg down. Lift the left foot off the ground. Pulse that left foot just a few times. And lower the left leg down. Maybe the feet come together for reclined butterfly, letting the knees come out wide. Let's sink into the earth. All of our points of contact, grounding into the space that we're in. And exhale. And then maybe you stay here, or maybe you extend your legs long. Find a nice, comfortable position. And as we transition into Shavasana, it's Loving Kindness Thursday. So we'll practice our loving kindness meditation and then drift into our Shavasana. And on that inhale, feeling it with loving kindness, just saying to ourselves, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I have peace. May I be free from inner and outer dangers. May I be loved. Now bringing our awareness to each of our individual lights. And noticing that as these lights shine, it's no longer possible to distinguish to whom they belong, as all these lights converge into one. And we remember that we are all one. From the same source. And so seeing this convergence of light, this union of all of our beings, all of our souls, let's say, may we be filled with loving kindness. May we have peace. May we be free from inner and outer dangers. May we be loved.
Resting in this inseparable union of light. Shavasana. This light that has no beginning and no end. It just is. If your mind begins to wander, just bring it back to your light, or the light of someone else in this space. And say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. Now, whenever you're ready, be moving the head side to side, pointing the toes, or opening and closing the hands. Perhaps coming to a seated position and bringing your hands in prayer. Maybe closing the eyes and pressing the thumb knuckles against your chest, feeling the beating of your heart in your chest. Now opening your eyes, maybe glancing onto your screen or your device. And if you have gallery view, perhaps seeing each of us. If not, just know that we're all here. And just visualize them in their space,